Same year, same horsepower class, same 10 years of field hours, different auction price, different repair bill, different trade-in offer. One of them aged like iron, the other one aged like a liability. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly which one is which, and why nobody told you before you bought either one. Let's start with the number nobody puts in the brochure. A 2015 Fendt 724 Vario with 6,000 to 8,000 hours is pulling $85,000 to $115,000 at Sullivan Auctioneers and Steff's Group right now in 2026. A 2015 John Deere 7230R at the same hours is pulling $65,000 to $90,000 at the same venues. Same age, same hours, same general horsepower class, $25,000 gap at auction. That is not brand loyalty. That is not sentiment. That is 10 years of real ownership experience priced into one auction bid by buyers who have already lived with both machines. Now ask yourself why that gap exists. Because the answer is not what the dealer told you in 2015. And it is not what the financing paperwork said. And it is definitely not what the demo showed you on a clean field with a standard planter on a perfect October morning. The answer is in 5 specific areas, and every one of them has a dollar figure attached. Area 1. The transmission. The Fendt 724 left the factory in 2015 with the Vario continuously variable transmission. 20 years of continuous engineering refinement already behind it at the moment of sale. No shift points, no gear steps. Engine automatically settling at the most fuel-efficient RPM for whatever load the implement is putting on the drivetrain. The John Deere 7230R left the factory with the DirectDrive infinitely variable transmission. A capable system. Competed well on paper in 2015, still works on machines that went through their service intervals correctly. But 10 years of real field hours revealed something the spec sheet never showed. Operators who ran both machines through comparable mixed duty cycles report 8 to 12% better fuel efficiency on the Fendt. Consistently, not in one season, across every season, 8 to 12%. Across 700 working hours per season, at current Midwest diesel prices running $3.40 to $3.80 per gallon. That is not a rounding error. That is thousands of dollars per season. Every season. Whether you were tracking it on a spreadsheet or just watching the fuel bill and wondering why it never came down. Multiply that by 10 years. The fuel gap between these two machines across a full ownership cycle is a number that would have changed the purchase decision for a lot of operators if anyone had put it on the table in 2015. Nobody did. Area 2. The software lockout. And this one is still costing 7230R owners money right now in 2026. The 2015 John Deere 7230R sits in a complicated middle ground on software architecture. Old enough to predate the most aggressive lockout features on current generation machines. New enough that certain diagnostic functions, certain calibrations, certain component authorizations, still require a dealer-licensed laptop to complete. That means an independent mechanic with 30 years of diesel experience can work on this machine. Up to a point. Then the software wall appears, and on the other side of that wall is a dealer charging between $150 and $185 per hour in 2026. Independent shop rates, $60 to $90 per hour. Every repair event that gets routed to the dealer instead of your own mechanic is that difference. Every single time. The Federal Trade Commission did not file a lawsuit against John Deere in January 2025 because farmers were mildly inconvenienced. They filed it under Section 2 of the Sherman Act, the serious one. A federal judge refused to dismiss it in June 2025. A $99 million class action settlement landed in April 2026. $99 million to settle a lawsuit about a farmer's right to fix his own tractor. Let that number sit for a second. That is what the lockout was worth to John Deere. That is how long they planned to keep it in place. And that is what it finally took for a court to pry the wrench back into the farmer's hand. Now the 7230R specifically. The settlement commits John Deere to expanded diagnostic access on current machines by end of 2026. Current machines. What that means for 2015 vintage equipment and independent repair authorization is still being worked out. which means right now in 2026, a 7230R owner dealing with a software-adjacent repair on a 10-year-old out-of-warranty machine is still navigating the dealer authorization question on his own time and his own dime. Before we keep going, if this is the kind of straight ownership analysis the dealer presentation never covered, hit subscribe right now. No sponsorships, no manufacturer relationships, no one telling us what to say, just the numbers. Back to it. Area 3, the Fendt repair picture. And this one is different in a specific way that matters to every operator considering the 724 in 2026. The Fendt 724 Vario's diagnostic architecture was built around the European regulatory environment. An environment that has consistently required more open repair access than American regulations demanded of manufacturers. The European Union adopted a binding right to repair directive in 2024, requiring manufacturers to provide owners with tools, documentation, and software access to repair their own machines. Fendt was already moving toward that standard before the law required it. That is not an accident. That is a corporate philosophy about who owns the machine after the sale is done. And it shows up in the repair experience of every 724 owner dealing with a fault on a 10-year-old machine in 2026. Independent mechanic. Appropriate diagnostic tooling. More access on the 724 than on the 7230R under the current authorization landscape. That difference has a direct dollar value every time something faults. $150 to $185 per hour versus $60 to $90 per hour. Every service event, every season, for as long as you own the machine. Area 4, aftermarket parts. Both machines are 10 years old. Both are running serious hours. Both need parts. The Fendt 724 runs a MAN diesel engine. MAN engines are globally supported. Multiple competitive suppliers across multiple continents building aftermarket programs around this platform. No single manufacturer-controlled counter standing between you and the component you need at 2 in the afternoon on a Thursday in September. The John Deere 7230R runs the PowerTech engine family. Also well supported in the American aftermarket. Multiple suppliers. Competitive pricing on routine wear items. The PowerTech has been in enough machines across enough years that the aftermarket built serious depth around it. Both machines are covered. Neither one is an orphan in 2026. But the MAN engine's global supply chain depth gives the 724 a specific advantage. When something uncommon needs to come off a shelf somewhere fast and the regional John Deere distribution network does not have the PowerTech equivalent in stock. Area 5. The farm loan reality. If you are financing either of these machines in 2026, the purchase price gap changes the math before you start the engine for the first time. 2015, Fendt 724 Vario at auction. $85,000 to $115,000. 2015 John Deere 7230R at auction. $65,000 to $90,000. Current agricultural lending rates. 7.5 to 8.5%. $15,000 purchase price difference on a 5-year note. $3,000 to $3,500 in additional annual debt service on the Fendt. $3,000 per year is real money on a 10-year-old tractor purchase. That is parts budget. That is fuel for a month. That is a hired hand for a week when you need one most. The Fendt costs more going in. The John Deere costs more on the way out at trade-in time. Which one costs more across 5 years depends on your annual hours, your repair exposure under the current diagnostic access landscape, and your regional auction market at the end of the ownership cycle. The only way to know your specific answer is to run your specific numbers, not guess at them. Now the dealer network reality, because this is the honest counterpoint that the Fendt case requires. John Deere. Largest dealer footprint in American agriculture. Most serious row crop operations within 30 to 45 minutes of an authorized green dealer. Parts availability strong on the 7230R platform. Service departments that know these machines and stock the common failure items. That is a real ownership advantage. Say it plainly. The John Deere dealer network is an asset that no other brand has fully replicated in 2026. Not Fendt, not Case IH, not anyone. But an asset with a labor rate of $150 to $185 per hour on a 10-year-old out-of-warranty machine is a more complicated asset than it looks on a map of green dealer locations. Fendt dealer network in 2026. Expanded significantly through AGCO's infrastructure investment since 2015. Shorter drive than it used to be across most major row crop regions. Not John Deere density. Not yet. But every repair the Fendt owner handles independently at $60 to $90 per hour is a repair that does not require a dealer visit at all. Proximity matters most when you have no other option. On the Fendt 724 in 2026, you have more other options than you did in 2015. And that changes the dealer proximity calculation more than the map of green versus nature green dealer locations suggests. Now the transmission wear reality at 10 years and serious hours. Because this is the repair event nobody wants to think about and everybody needs to budget for. Both machines are at the age and hour range where major drivetrain events are a timing question, not a probability question. Fendt Vario transmission rebuild on a 724 at an authorized AGCO facility. $12,000 to $18,000 depending on the specific work required and regional labor rates. John Deere DirectDrive rebuild on a 7230R at an authorized John Deere dealer. $10,000 to $16,000 at comparable facilities. Budget for it on either platform. Build it into your ownership model as a contingent liability rather than a surprise. The question is not whether a major drivetrain event happens. The question is whether it happens in September before harvest or in February when the shed is where the machine belongs anyway. Now the complete 5-year ownership model going forward. Because buying a 10-year-old machine in 2026 is a decision about the next 5 years, not the last 10. 2015 Fendt 724 Vario. $85,000 to $115,000 purchase. 5-year note at current rates. $20,000 to $28,000 annual debt service. Annual maintenance $4,000 to $8,000. Transmission event contingency reserve on top. Independent shop labor rates on most service events. Stronger projected trade-in at the end of the cycle based on current auction trajectory. 2015 John Deere 7230R. $65,000 to $90,000 purchase. 5-year note at current rates. $15,000 to $22,000 annual debt service. Lower monthly going in. Annual maintenance comparable on the mechanical side. Dealer adjacent service cost exposure, adding a variable layer on software adjacent repairs under the current authorization landscape. Softer projected trade-in at the end of the cycle based on current auction trajectory, showing late model green units accumulating at Ritchie Brothers and Big Iron across Iowa, Illinois, and Nebraska. The variable service cost layer on the John Deere is the hardest number to predict going in. It is also the easiest number to ignore until it lands on an invoice during the 3rd week of October, when the beans are ready and the weather is turning. So which one aged better? Straight answer, no softening, by the auction numbers, Fendt. By the fuel efficiency track record across 10 years of documented operator comparisons, Fendt. By the repair access architecture under the current diagnostic authorization landscape, Fendt. By the 5-year trade-in projection based on current auction trend data, Fendt. By the dealer network proximity in most American rural counties, John Deere. By the lower purchase price that improves entry-level ownership economics for operations carrying existing debt load, John Deere. Neither machine is wrong for every operation. The one that aged better for your operation is the one whose specific advantages align with what your operation actually needs from a 10-year-old tractor in 2026. But if you are asking which one the market decided aged better, the $25,000 auction gap already answered that question. The buyers running the numbers at Steffes Group and Sullivan Auctioneers did not need this video to tell them. They already knew. Run your complete 5-year model before you bid or sign anything. Current auction comparable in your specific regional market. Your financing rate at your current lending relationship. Realistic annual maintenance based on actual parts pricing for each platform. Dealer service cost exposure under the current diagnostic access situation for each brand. Projected trade-in value in 5 years based on where both brands are trending right now. That model gives you a number. not an opinion, not a brand preference, a number. And the number tells you which machine is the right answer for your specific operation. Drop a comment with what you are seeing on either of these machines at auction in your region right now. The spread between regional markets on both platforms is significant enough that local data from operators in this comment section is genuinely valuable for everyone shopping these machines in 2026. What are you seeing? What did you pay? What would you do differently? Thanks for watching Farm Gear Pro. If you found this breakdown valuable, share it with a fellow farmer and comment below your thoughts on this topic. See you in the next one!